Talk your girl about some neck, I talk your ass up out of check. Big boys and ass, all I know is run it up. Make sure my words in pocket stuff, I'm smoking OG family stuff. Big boys and ass, I'm about to show you what it's all about. Stay me and lane, stay on my route, cause we said it's 7 G's till so's out. You looking mad, sit there and pout. Finna hit the bank and cash out. Been trapping hard since the Cub Scout. Do you even know what I'm talking about? Do you even know what y'all rapping about? Or just talking about what you seen at your fucking homie house? Ha,
We live. We live.
please stop fronting. Public talking big shit ain't on nothing. Say you to protect, but we know that's us. Say you a shooter, but never get the bustin'. Not with the track, so why you always running? Say you got
Woo! Woo!
but the money, no time for discussion. I ain't trying to talk. There's money you made, so I'm out here hustling. By the way, there's money to be made, so I'm out here hustling. You heard me, there's money to be made. Give a fuck about you, I just wanna get paid. Me and the crew, yeah, we all self-made.
Woo! Woo!
Don't play no game, bitch, I ain't arcade. These pussy rappers are not what they portray. Boy, I can tell you all some lames. See right through them lies you tell. Lie to the judge where it used to be found. Even in school, them drugs never sound. Thank God I didn't end up
Woo! Woo! Talk about a cultural appropriation. We live. All right, Turtle Riders, welcome back to Turtleboy Live. Different edition here. We obviously are no longer on our main page for reasons which we won't dwell into too much because I think we are all familiar with that. But we're on page number 9 here, and we're still going strong. Thanks for you 8,000 Turtle Riders who are good at following directions and the most loyal of out there because you keep finding us wherever we go. Thanks for putting up with all this bullshit that we got to deal with. So glad to have you guys here with us. All right, couldn't be happier to be back on Turtleboy Live, and we had to have as a special guest back Mr. Brett Killer. And how you doing, Brett?
Great. How's everyone else doing?
Looks like people are ready to rock. People are talking about, we're getting a lot of heart
Dude, they're happy, man.
emojis. Yeah, I mean, Turtleboy is life, man. It's a way. I'm seeing the regulars on there. Okay, I'm seeing the usuals.
I've missed it. I've missed the live thing every week.
Too. Well,
like even when I'm not on it, just that interaction and the fun and excitement and shit. I've missed it.
It's the best part. It was a great way to catch up with Turtle Riders, to interact with people, to talk about the blog, talk about the big stories in the week. I miss it like hell too. The last time we were doing this, we did it like the day after or a couple days after the page went down, and you were the guest. And if you recall, we were on the Lost Boys page, which is back up page number 1. We've had 7 more since then. And during the show, twice during the show, it got reported and interrupted, the show itself. And so it was just not meant to
twice,
be.
Right? Didn't we go on 3 times? And every time it didn't last more than 10 minutes.
Yeah. And then that page got shut down like a day or 2 later. And then it was the Fallout Shelter and Turtleboy Refugees, which was published and unpublished 4 freaking times. 4 times. All right. So, I don't know. It's just... this is all I got.
It's unpublished for nudity and for just the dumbest shit.
It's unpublished for nobody working at Facebook. Obviously, no one's reviewing this garbage, okay? Losers are just mass reporting it 24/7, like Justin Wedgeworth, that basically these cheese hogs that South Shore Turtle Girl has, exposed, they always end up coming after us, okay? She's always getting us in trouble.
It's literally a rogues gallery of blog recipients.
Yeah.
Like people that sucked at life so bad that they got blogged up.
If you want to see a good list, go to the Turtle Boycott page and just look at some of the people that have signed it. And then Google their name and watch what happens. It never fails.
If you want to see a good list, look at my band comments. And that's a good fucking list. It's a bunch of people that just get there.
We don't write about the little old lady.
Hurt my vagina.
we don't write about the little old lady trying to buy her groceries and doing things right. No. People always try to make it like, oh, Turtle Boys is hate blog. We definitely hate some people. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we definitely plenty of hate. Hate is a healthy thing. Okay, but we don't hate good people. That's the difference, which they fail to recognize. And I think my big thing with Facebook is, that's all I'm going to say about them, right, is that they're ruining their once excellent product. Okay, Facebook got to where it is today because it's awesome. And we've all seen the Social Network movie, right? You seen that, Brett?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And in there, they're always saying, Justin Timberlake always said, Facebook is cool. That was like their big thing. We don't shut down. We're cool. Okay. And Facebook was very cool. It was like the perfect way to interact. Facebook's not cool anymore, man. You cannot, like, if we're living in a world where you constantly have to, like, think about, like, if I post this picture of a Christmas tree, will I get suspended for nudity? That's not cool anymore. Like, that's not fun. Okay? And if they keep...
Well, see, now, I know for a fact, like, there's a lot of turtle riders, especially the older ones, like Busgate era ones, that are afraid to comment now on the backup pages, because every time any of us comment, boom, reported. You can say, why do you think that? Reported.
Yeah. And so...
You know what I mean?
It sucks.
And you're just banned.
But you know what? We'll figure it out. Facebook, my theory with them is they have to correct this because this is going to ruin their product. No one's going to want to use it anymore if they're just handing it over to these douchebags, right? Like, nobody's going to want to use their once great product, okay? They're ruining it. And so if they're smart business people, which clearly they are, considering where they've gotten, this can only continue for so long. That's my theory on it. We'll get it fixed, okay? In the meantime, it doesn't matter because more and more people every day come directly to the page. We see it in our analytics. Thousands of people have downloaded the app, okay? And so we figured out a way around it. Like, you can't stop people from riding the turtle. It's impossible, okay? It's a hell of a ride.
Well, hey.
Go ahead.
What was with the not available in this country thing? Because I saw a lot of people on the page posting pictures of not available in this country.
That was
and of course, in my people person way, I'm like, listen, you fucking idiot. Like,
yeah, very different.
But a lot of people couldn't find it. Was that just a glitch?
I think that was a glitch.
Should they try again?
Yeah, I think that was a glitch. If people are still having problems with us, let us know. I'll contact our developer. We'll get it fixed. This will be a bump in the road. We'll be up real soon. All right? And so here's the deal.
I downloaded it immediately, and it's fucking great. You
I love
comment,
it.
You can do all that fucking quick.
So here's the deal. So I think we got Secretary Turtle running the comments today. That's different from Dusky. Secretary is not going to tell you about her nasty cysts or any of that crap, okay? And here's the deal. So how we like to start every episode is we'll roll call, okay, saying where you repping. So let us know right now where you repping, Turtle Riders. Where are you watching Turtleboy Live from right now, okay? Usually this is like a flood of New Bedford, okay? Or just like where, like just terrible places people usually let us know they're watching from. All right, Bridgewater, that's only half bad. Or where else are people watching from? Where are we at? Milford's in the house.
Pale River, Webster.
Dudley. Savannah, Georgia. That's a first. Okay, Auburn's in the house. Springfield's in the house. Oh, what did I tell you? Warren's in the house. Oh, God, these terrible
boy Doc Holiday, Bridgewater.
Oh, Enfield, Connecticut. Yeah. Phoenix, Middleborough, Uxbridge. They've been on the Turtle a few times. Nashua, New Hampshire. Nice. Littleton's in the house. Coventry, Rhode Island's in the house.
Wesley, you live in Nashua.
Yeah. Kingston. Is that Kingston, Mass, or Rhode Island? Let's see. Sarai Rivera's Church. Oh, don't die in a fire. Billerica in the house. Have some fireman orgies up there. Medfa in the house. Willis, Texas. We got Texas, Georgia, New Hampshire. How many freaking states we got here? Carver's in the house. So we're rocking everywhere. No New Bedford. Sad. All right, so I'm assuming we got some Andover people in the house because we've been talking a lot of Andover lately, and that's what we're going to start with today, okay? The Andover hockey bullshit that's been going on over there, all right? You ever been to Andover, Brett?
No, and there's no reason to go there.
You wouldn't fit in. You wouldn't fit in, trust me. Yeah, it's actually like one of the nicest towns in Massachusetts. We did it on the Bone Ride up there. They're like, they're living nice in Andover. They could use a wall between the border with Lawrence.
Worcester people, there's no reason for a Worcester person to travel to Andover.
No, and they don't want us there either. Trust me, they don't want us there.
No, fucking, of course they
No. We'll kill the property value. That's no good. Like I said, they need a wall with Lawrence, and things will be much better in Andover. So it's obviously a nice town. So if it's making Turtleboy this often, you know something's wrong. Something seriously structurally wrong with this place. Okay, and that's what's happened with the hockey situation. Have you been following the story?
Yeah, a little, but it just gets me mad.
Yeah,
like the whole.
Oh, tell me about it.
Let me lash out about my kid because I'm a useless fucking parent, and
yeah. So quick background.
Let me destroy this guy because I'm mad about my kid isn't really that good.
Yeah, except it's like to the extreme, like I've never seen before, because DCF gets involved. So we see on the news, DCF is investigating the hockey coach, okay, because he allegedly punished them by saying no water at practice, and then after a loss, he said, you can't eat for 12 hours. That was the number they had, 12 hours.
No food.
Okay, 12 hours, like literally. It's like freaking North Korea, all right? And so I'm like, okay, something's up with this story. And so we investigate, and we get receipts and shit. So we actually get sent, okay, by the Booster Club, these receipts here showing at 10:30 that the whole hockey team ate at Panera Bread on the school district, okay? Panera Bread! I know.
No.
What happened to McDonald's? They're going to friggin' Panera Bread. All right, they're living.
That's how it's been. Yeah. Like McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell. $30 the whole team eat.
Yeah, we had
Panera fucking bread. It's $8 for a ham and cheese.
We had a friggin' peanut butter and fluff sandwiches, and we were happy with it. All right, and so here's a picture of the kids on the bus ride home. There's a white cooler there filled with food and water that they've given them. Additionally, we find out there was an email sent out days before from the coach telling them, we're leaving at 8 o'clock, here's who's playing, and they specifically say in there, everyone should bring snacks, water, and money for food. Case closed. On top of this, the coach is like a really successful coach. He came in here, he helped build up the Amesbury program, okay, and now he's come over, and Andover's like 15th in the state. They only got 2 losses, okay, and now they got to deal with this nonsense. Now why? Because one parent, okay, complained to DCF, okay, didn't go to the principal, didn't go to the superintendent, went to DCF. What are your thoughts on that, Brett?
No. Now, see, if say I got a problem with you, or just like anyone, So my first reaction is, all right, let me try to hurt you.
I know that.
Well, maybe that's not normal.
No, it is. For you, it is.
My first thought isn't, well, hey, let me call an organization that is overburdened enough to where they're probably going to look at this complaint and go, yeah, well, let's just yank this kid.
Yeah.
Ruin that kid's life and the family's life.
Yeah.
Over what? Because your kid sucks at sports.
Yeah. Well, turns out the parent that did it, all right, first of all, we're living in a state where kids are always dying that are like in DCF custody, okay? And they're always telling us, we're really limited resources. Now, that kid, Bellabon, died because we're really limited with our resources. Sorry, we just couldn't get to her, so she's dead now, okay? Oops, we'll get him next time. And what are they doing? They're investigating how long a bunch of white kids from Andover went without eating a tuna fish sandwich, okay? This is the world we're living in. This is insanity, okay?
They don't sell tuna at Panera Bread. It's fucking Atlantic salmon with fucking gluten-free mayonnaise.
With some hollandaise sauce.
Fucking bun for $12.
You got that. So this is what they're investigating, right? So like when DCF gets involved, that just makes headlines. It makes it sound like abuse. It was a freaking 8-hour trip, which the principal, the superintendent rather, insisted was 12 hours that they went without food, which is just a blatant lie. And then we find out that the superintendent, the guy that wrote this, the guy that called DCF, we find out his name. He's a wannabe country music star, okay, named Scott Nichols, who we kind of outed him. And then the next day he posts on his page, he's like, it was not me, Turtle Turd is fake news, and all this stuff. And then he adds at the end of it, but I don't really like the coach, and he should be investigated. But it's like, yeah, dude, thanks for proving that it actually was you. All right. But really,
thanks for ratting yourself out,
exactly. The guy that could squash this is the superintendent, right? And the superintendent doesn't do it. And there's rumors going around that the guy has a beef with the coach. all right, from a couple years back when his son played. And there's this rumor out there that this letter exists, right? This 6-page letter, okay? Insane letter, helicopter parent style. And we find the letter, okay? Because we find everything. We also find out, so real quick, the way this letter starts, I could not stop laughing at this letter. The way it starts off, one of the first things he says is, as a background, I have a good deal of experience with athletic coaching. I was a high school, college, varsity athlete, placing 4th in my sport in the Big Ten in college. I played for the University of Wisconsin. What? 4th in your sport? So, Brett, do you know what sport he played? Did you see that blog?
Yeah.
What sport did he play?
Wait, you just cut out there.
Yeah.
Say it again?
Do you know what sport this guy played in college? What he finished 4th in the Big Ten in? He claims he finished 4th in the Big... What was your guess?
No. Hockey.
Yeah. No, wrong. Fencing. He was on the frickin' fencing team. Okay?
Wait.
The fencing team. Yeah, fencing. I swear to God, fencing.
They call this a sport.
Yeah. It's like, it's a sport in Korea. I didn't know it was a sport in the United States. Apparently it is. And he said he got 4th in the Big Ten. So we actually find the 1968 men's Wisconsin fencing team program. Okay? And it turns out he wasn't even on varsity. He got a freshman certificate. Okay? He wasn't 4th in the Big Ten. We got the Big Ten championship results. He didn't participate, never mind making 4th. He was the bench warmer for the fencing team at Wisconsin. Okay? He's like 5'0" 100 You see this clown. Like, look at this clown. Okay? He's obviously got like little man syndrome. And he's running a school district.
Kind of sad.
Yeah. And we find...
When you feel the need to lie about fencing...
Yeah, fencing. Well, he said... That's why he didn't mention... Why do you think
really got to reevaluate shit?
Why do you think he didn't mention the sport? He just goes, I was a high school and college varsity athlete. Finishing 4th in my sport in the Big Ten. Yeah, what sport is that, pal? Yeah. And on top of that, we find out that only 5 of the 10 teams in the Big Ten even had a fencing team. So even if he had finished 4th, it wouldn't even mean anything. Because, like, Northwestern and Indiana, they didn't have freaking teams. Okay? So, anyway, this guy's letter is absolutely insane. Like, you talk about helicopter parent, okay, complaining about, like, the coach doesn't know what he's doing, my kid's on the 4th line, he doesn't get in enough, and his big premise of all this is that, like, my son's feelings are hurt, all right, because the coach isn't talking to him and making him feel good about himself, and he's putting in a freshman over him, and he actually names the freshman by name, and he's like, my son is better than this kid, and, like, this and that. It's insane.
Wait, So in this rant, he names that, freshman 16?
Yeah, a 14-year-old.
Is that how old the kid is? 16-year-old?
Freshman? A 14-year-old. Maybe you were 16 as a freshman.
So he names him and goes, man, fuck this kid.
Yeah.
My kid's better than starting this little faggot.
Yeah. Well, keep in mind.
What is wrong with you?
Keep in mind as well that 14-year-old, he's his superintendent. Okay? Like, that's one of the kids under his care. Okay? You're the superintendent of the schools. Every single kid in the school system is under your care. And he's shitting on a fucking 14-year-old. All right? And he's like, it's the most insane letter I've ever seen. Just, my son's feelings are hurt. First of all, his son's name is Dale. If you name your son Dale, there's a 99% chance he's going to be a pussy. I'm sorry, okay?
Already given up if you name your son Dale.
Yeah.
You already gave up.
Yeah, exactly. You gave up on it. Like, he's going nowhere, okay? And so, Dale's poor feelings are hurt. And keep in mind, if you're the coach of this team, right, you have this guy Dale. He's new to school. He just came here from Canada. He thinks he's a superstar. Okay, he obviously sucks or else they'd use him more. And they're like, okay, who are you going to put on the second or third line? Okay, are you going to put the freshman who's going to be with the program for the next 3 years? Let's see what he can do. Or are you going to put Dale on there? The senior who's mediocre at best. I'm putting the freshman in.
Lucky transfer student.
Yeah, I'm putting in the freshman. I'm putting in the kid because that's the future. Dale is not the future.
Try to win.
Yeah, Dale sucks. Okay.
Next year, when Dale's gone and all the other good player seniors are gone, this freshman's now in his second year.
Yeah. So,
right.
You know what? And Dale, if you're Dale, wouldn't you tell your dad, shut the fuck up? Shut up, Dad? Okay.
Yeah. I think at some point.
Yeah, he's like, oh, there's Shelly from the wrestling program, Poindexter. Yeah, there's Dale. Okay, poor Dale. And so Dale's scarred for life. They ruin hockey for him. That's the end of them. So this is an ongoing story. We're trying to get the superintendent, and we will get the superintendent removed. You mark my word. He won't be the first superintendent that the Turtleboy Sports Revolution has overthrown either. Ask the guy from Spencer East Brookfield. Ask Melinda Boone from Worcester. We've fried much bigger fishy than you, Shelley. Okay? So I suggest you resign now, or else the alternative is we're going to have to start a revolution in Andover, and we're going to have to elect a brand new school committee that's going to fire your ass. Okay? They actually brought this up at the last school committee meeting, and this chick, this woman, what the hell's her name? Where the hell is this? You got to see. Oh, check this chick out. This is the woman that fired him, right? She's like talking about, we're not going to talk about the hockey situation.
The community's interest and concern regarding the situation with the Andover High and watching at home. First and foremost, it is terribly upsetting that our student athletes have had their season interrupted.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay. It's a long video. I'll put it on later or something. Okay. But the bottom line is, she goes, we're not talking about it. What do you mean we're not talking about it? This guy's getting paid $228,000 a year. Okay? I understand in Andover that might be small peanuts. Okay? But in Worcester, you get paid that kind of salary. There's some accountability. All right? And so this guy's got to go. He will go. Okay? He might as well go now because we got a special plot reserved for Shelley in the Turtleboy graveyard. Mark it down. All right? Let's go on to the next topic. Speaking of Andover. All right. Oh, my God. This freaking letter from this teacher. So there's this teacher at Andover. Where the hell did it go? All right, we got to pull it up again. Let me find it.
I love that. You should make that the cover photo, that guy with the dog around his neck.
Oh, did they? Oh, no, that's the wrong one.
Christ.
Hold on. Yeah, so there's this.
God. That should be the gay pride parade flag.
All right, so there's this guy, a teacher at Andover, whatchamacallit. What the? All right, here, let's pull it up here. Give me 1 sec. There's a teacher at Andover High School, right? And the day after Trump got elected, I don't know how this story just came to us now, but the day after Trump gets elected, there is, let me pull it up here. Where'd it go? Andover superintendent, Maura Healy, teacher caught filming class, Webster quarter pounder with sleaze, mob of idiots. Where the hell did it go? Where's the Andover teacher story? I got taken down? Teacher caught on.
You might have.
No freaking way. No. We'll find it. Oh, here it is. Okay. Andover High School teacher writes demeaning letter to students telling me he's ashamed of it. All right. So check this letter out. So this guy posts on Facebook the day after the election, this long-winded thing. I missed these things. Okay. I missed November 9th, 2016. Was one of my favorite days in American history. Not because I'm a fan of Donald Trump, but because I'm a fan of the reaction he caused amongst people that I hate. Okay? And in this whole thing, he just goes on and on about how, like, kids at Andover High School are hurting, and the Diversity Club had a special meeting. The Diversity Club at Andover High School. Who the hell's in that? What, Catholics on one side, Presbyterians on the other side? What the hell's the diversity in Andover?
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Worcester South. We had actual, real diversity.
Now, when you were in school, did you have the option of taking a diversity class?
No, this is a diversity club. They formed a club.
Oh, club.
A school in which everyone's freaking white has a diversity club. Okay? And they all got together, and they talked about how sad they were. And this teacher's feeding into it. And he goes on, and one of the most insane things, first of all, he goes, the first time I experienced diversity, he goes, I was at a college at Salem State, and there was a bunch of, he goes, the naive 23-year-old white male would receive another lesson. Oh, no, that's a different one. Basically, he goes, what the hell? Oh, yeah. This would continue. I truly learned that I lived a life of privilege when I went to Salem State. I sat in a room on the 4th floor of the library where the African American Studies classes met. watching the O.J. Simpson verdict. The entire room interrupted in cheers, and I did not understand what was going on. A young man explained that this reaction to me about the number of times white people got away with this kind of behavior, that white people needed to understand what was really going on. Okay, my eyes were starting to open. So O.J. Simpson getting away with murder opens this guy's eyes. Okay, and he comes into school, and he actually writes this letter to every kid in class. He emails it to him, okay? And he tells them, let me just read some of the highlights here that I just found absolutely insane about, he's like, kids are using the N-word in school and blah, blah, blah. And he goes, kids that are voting for Trump are bullies, okay? He goes down here, and what the hell is he saying down here? He calls him, he says he's ashamed of him. Like, that's his exact words. He goes, where the hell is it? If you back this...
Didn't he say something like, if your parents voted for Trump,
no, he said if you do. He goes, if you back the president-elect, then you aligned yourself with someone who is racist, misogynistic, Islamophobic, homophobic, egocentric, wants to deport people, assault women, and build a wall. There you go, kids. That's your guy. Like, a teacher was telling kids that. He goes, that choice says something about you. Like, imagine telling you're a piece of shit, kids. That's what he's telling them right there. You're a piece of shit, okay? He goes...
You and your family suck.
Yeah, and he goes, the fact that you overlook the aforementioned, like all the racist shit, okay, allegedly, okay, for Hillary's emails is your privilege, your white privilege. That does not absolve you from wrongdoing, though. If these words hurt, then you are free to see me and have a dialogue. But I'm not going to see it from your side. You are hurting other people. I understand that you are too naive to know better, that you too feel hurt. But that doesn't make you right. It is time to open your eyes. I am ashamed of you. I am ashamed of you. He tells a bunch of freaking kids.
You tell your kids, like, these are the kids. These are kids that should look up to you and be like, dude, man, thanks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like, you little pieces of shit.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed of you, little scumbag. It's like, what the fuck?
Did any of you, Brett, you've probably brought shame on many people. Have any teachers ever told you that they were ashamed of you?
Not one fucking time. None.
Yeah. See, that's...
Every lockup and mental institution I've been in, and not one has said, Brett, I am fucking ashamed of you.
Yeah.
Never mind, emailed everyone the same message.
Yeah. Oh, unbelievable, huh? So
that's insanity, dude.
And the fact that, and so here's the deal. This guy, when parents complained and they like filed a complaint and stuff, the principal and the superintendent says, well, that's his artistic, like something or other. That's like, he's allowed to say that basically because that's just him expressing himself. But it's not. You're telling kids that. Now keep in mind, the hockey coach who did nothing wrong except do his job, he gets investigated and associated with DCF. People think he's a fucking diddler now. But this guy tells kids, like, point blank, I am ashamed of you. You racist piece of garbage.
I hate you.
Yeah, I really, I look at you and I want to puke, okay? But he gets to keep his job. This is the state of Andover, okay? I'm sorry, I don't know if there's Andover Turtle Riders listening right now, but you got to do something about your town. If your town makes it onto Turtleboy this much, you got issues, man, okay? You got to get your shit together in that town, okay? Because this is how you become Southbridge, okay? This is how you become a typical... or Cambridge, or some Northampton, all right, some Looneyville. Get your shit together, Andover. That's all I got to say about that. Let's go on to the next topic. All right. Do we have any Andover Turtle Riders listening right now? I figured there'd be some. Anyone in the crowd? All right. Somebody says, I love cigarettes. I like to imagine this email was written with a high-pitched voice that tries to sound like an authoritative. Yeah, exactly. All right.
I'm smoking cigarettes. I'm smoking dabs. That's why I'm coughing. So
of course. All right, so let's talk about this situation down in Florida, okay? So we see this video from from Florida. Check this guy out.
So, check this out. I am down here at the courthouse, the federal courthouse in downtown Tampa. See, and we're down here to try to get retribution for this little girl that's being raped by her daddy and stepdaddies and stuff. You know, they're all trying to help and stuff. And now we're down here. There's only one person in this entire county, Tampa, big-ass county, one person that does emergency custody motions that is not here on a Monday.
Yeah.
On a Monday.
I know.
So this is what our systems come to. I mean, they have these really big courthouses that they pay for, right? That we pay for. I'm sorry, that we pay for, taxpayers' money, and then they don't help the community.
Exactly. All right. So
7 months,
you guys get it right here. Like, this girl's getting raped, okay, by her daddy and her stepdaddy and a whole bunch of other people. He goes, okay, and
everyone's raping her.
And so basically, he's down there ranting and raving about a rape, and then people probably just told him to fuck off. And then he's like, you know, oh, my tax dollars, like one of those guys. Bitch, you 99 point. Yeah, exactly. Bitch, you've never paid taxes you've been on the receiving end of taxes, okay? No one believes you actually paid taxes. But believe it or not, this video was shared on his Facebook page millions of times, okay? And he's got, like, you should see the commentary. Everyone was on his side. Okay, everyone's all like,
No. See, people accuse us of exaggerating a lot. Literally, go to that link 1.2 million times. That's been shared.
And like all these comments, like, oh, take the law into your own hands. I would tell them, simple, y'all either do something about it, or I'm going to get that baby back and kill me some Comos. Like, what? Like, clearly, when I look at this guy, I'm like, there's something wrong with this clown show, okay? And they started a GoFundMe. Is it still up? Let's see. Yeah, it's still up. Justice for Emma, okay? $35 they've raised. Looks like people are starting to see through their bullshit. All right, and so they're like, they want a lawyer to get the kid back, all right? And it's just Ratchet City Dodge with these people. Just 100% ratchet, okay? And there's a video of the mother, who of course is pregnant and does not have any custody rights to this kid, okay? Showing up outside the father's house, who is a veteran, a fucking veteran in the United States Army, all right? And obviously this guy is a million times more trustworthy. And so she shows up outside his house and does this.
Screaming.
Oh, yeah. Going at it with the cops.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, I'll just wait till I hear from the judge. I'm not kidding, but anybody needs to see. I'm not seeing.
I'll blow this up.
I have a video.
I have a video.
I picked up my child from her possession.
Have you gone to court about it?
We're all waiting on this. All of this is temporary until that happens.
All this is temporary.
He goes, did you go to court? She's like, no, I missed it. Yeah. Look at this chick. Like, I love how she just shows up. Of course she's pregnant. Why wouldn't she be pregnant? Why would, like, her life is so screwed up, okay? She doesn't have custody of her one kid. Might as well get pregnant again. Might as well. Oh, good God.
You should have opened your mouth instead of your legs. So
I know. Yeah. If you had opened your mouth to begin with, we wouldn't be in this situation, hon. Okay?
Right.
You know, so she's...
Open wide, please.
She's a hot mess.
We can't afford to train on the system, bitch.
The dad, somebody says, killing it with the Skechers. It's so true. Are those Airwalks? What the hell are those things? You know, all right, and I love that outfit is just amazing with the socks.
People are cool with it. Like, oh, big deal. You don't know her struggle.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't know what she's been through.
Look at this outfit.
Like R100. Fucking go suck a fat baby's nuts. I don't give a fuck what you've been through.
Yeah. I know what she's been through. This morning she's been through a carton of fucking Parliament lights.
That's what she's been through.
She's been through a line of freaking hepatitis C and, like, you know, a big carton of Newport lights. All right. And I mean, I love the socks, the tattoos, the pregnancy. I mean, it's just so Florida, it hurts. Okay, so this story was obviously made for Turtleboy. It turns out the father makes this video. He's completely normal. Okay, and obviously, like, they're making this shit up about him. And then you look at this guy and you're like, yeah, that guy's a Chester. Turns out he's a freaking sex offender. He's been arrested 1,000,000 times before, obviously, for domestic violence, a whole bunch of other stuff. Okay, you name it. What's up?
The death threats that he sent the other guy.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to get to right now.
Sent death threats.
Oh, yeah.
The other dude.
Well, yeah, so so we write about this guy, right? He gets all pissed off at Turtleboy. So then, look what he tweets at Donald Trump. So Trump tweets this thing out about the State of the Union, okay? Thanks to everyone for watching the State of the Union. He goes, hey, Trump, I just wanted to let you know there's a major situation going on down here in Florida. I called the FBI. They said to call the state police. The state police said county police. And, well, if you go to my Facebook, Jacob Moses, I'm sure you'll see help. Like, what? Freaking Trump who just had the State of the Union is going to go on this guy's freaking Facebook page.
This is the first time you're wrong. You're wrong.
What am I wrong about? What am I wrong?
Every time I tweet Trump, he fixed the problem I got. Every time.
Like, this guy tweets to Trump.
Every fucking time.
He's like, come fix my problem. Hey, Trump, just come to my Facebook page real quick. You gotta watch.
Slayer's gonna not tour again. And Trump's like, all right, Brett, I got you. And the next thing you know, Slayer, North American tour.
He's like, I'm gonna go to this guy's. He goes, like, picture Trump going to his Facebook page and then watching that video and be like, you know what? I'm stop the process.
Goes, hey, Don, you gotta check out this motherfucker's Facebook page, son, because he said this shit is legit.
He literally just formed the page. It's just like, too much. It's just too great. So anyway, yeah. Afterwards, he tweets at us. He goes, you're all in a lot of trouble, dude, for that page. And then he goes, I called everybody today. Cyber Crimes Division, you fucked up spreading false information. All right. So then the guy goes nuts, and he friggin' tapes himself like outside of the sheriff's office, and he's going off on police officers, calling them bad words. And so then he just lost his mind. And this is what he says about the baby daddy. He goes, I'm done. I'm going to kill Kyle, the baby daddy. No one will do their jobs. Yeah, I've been attacked 2 times over this information. I've called everyone. I made videos, including Trump. There is none. Only one solution. I'm going to kill him, and the truth will all come to light. I asked for help. Me and my mother have once asked for help, so once we found out she was touched, no help. And he's making my life hell, and my family are in fear of their lives, and no one will help. I'm going to kill Kyle John Cutler. So, like, 3 times, like, it's not even like a thing where it's like, you know what, we've all said before, like, I'm going to kill that motherfucker. No, this guy's like, I'm going to kill him.
Take it out of context. It's like you repeatedly say.
I know. 3 times. He starts off by saying it.
And in case you're confused, I'm finna kill. And in closing, I'm gonna kill Brett.
Like, in case I wasn't perfectly clear, I'm literally gonna murder him. Yeah, like murder. Like, I'm gonna kill him. And so this goes on, and finally, like, as a result of that, he finally gets his ass arrested. Now his ass is in jail. So I don't know what happens if Trump tweets at him while he's in jail. He can't respond.
Answer.
He's fucked. Okay, and so like, what? I'm sure.
Too late.
I'll guarantee you this, Brett. This ain't the last we heard of this story. Safe to say. All right. So let's go on to the next topic here, and that's this chick in Milton at the library. We added this one because I wanted to talk about this briefly, and so did you.
Oh, me too.
All right. So this chick.
Oh my God.
Her name is Berlinda.
That's gonna go south, just so you know. This is where it's gonna go south.
Okay. So Berlinda Angelique writes in this Milton Neighbors group, which Milton is this ritzy town south of Boston. Okay. Very lovely town, and obviously it's very SJW-ish, very liberal. All right, and there, a lot of white people there that don't want to live across the line in Dorchester. okay, or Mattapan or Hyde Park, okay, and so they are looking for a way almost to like make up for that. And so this lovely African American chick here named Belinda Angelique posts this picture from the library. And it's a sign that says February is Random Act of Kindness Month, which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life, by the way. Like, we have to have a month for being kind. Like, but whatever, okay?
It gets better. Just keep going.
Yeah.
It gets better.
All right, so first of all, let me just say, I could have seen this one coming from a mile away. Like, you got 12 months of the year, and you decided to give it Black History Month, okay? I could have told you this would happen a mile away. And so this chick posts, she goes, for those of you who think Milton doesn't have systemic racism, please explain I'm marginalized, Black history, feeling the pain. And then this white chick goes, I feel your disappointment with this. I'm on the board of the Friends of the Milton Library, and I'll reach out to the library to discuss the issue. Thank you for pointing out this real-world example of how people of color are marginalized. And then she goes on, she goes, thank you. I was told they have a Black History showcase in the exhibit hall, okay, and they've got books on the wall, okay, no signs everywhere, okay. And then she goes on and says to a guy that actually friggin' helped this cheese hog along, she goes, on the way out there was a guy that overheard me talking to a librarian about my frustrations to see this right when we walk in the door. He interrupted me, so rude and privileged, and was like, it's right in there around the corner. What are you talking about, Tone? So basically, this she comes in there raising hell with their friggin' bread roller and saying, where's Black History Awareness Display? And this guy's like, calm down, lady. It's right fucking over there. All right, calm your nanny. All right, chill out. Simmer down now. All right. And she's like, that's his privilege talking. Okay, blah, blah, blah. So let me hear your thoughts, Brett.
No. All right, number one. So because people want to have kindness, that's against Black people.
Somehow, I guess
because it's Black History Month.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess they.
Right, that's the basic premise.
Yes, I think the premise is that
premise.
I think the premise is that they're usurping Black History Month. Like, that's the one month for Black people. They gave them the shortest one in the calendar year, and now we got to share that with random acts of kindness. I think
with people being nice to each other. This is bullshit.
Yeah, we can't have both. We can't study Black history and be nice to each other. I think that's what she's saying.
Dude, that's so insane.
Welcome. Well, what is insane to me is the fact that it's not dismissed. That people aren't shut the fuck up. That's what.
Immediately, right?
Yeah.
No, I know exactly what you're saying. Immediately, the general public didn't go, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck off.
When you say
it was just away.
People should be like, are we on candid camera? Is this the Onion? You can't be serious. That should be the general reaction to this.
CBS, what would you do? Show.
Yeah, exactly. Surely you just, you can't possibly be serious. But instead, these idiotic white people,
way this is real.
They thank her for checking their privilege. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Where did
that broad that you showed there, the broad was like, oh my God. I was there the other day and I didn't see it like that, but now that you said it,
yes.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you. And you got this guy.
I gotta give Dee $30.
Yeah, exactly.
Grab fried chicken.
I mean that's
wait, what the fuck?
That's the truth. You know, Dee Delgado's reading this message board, and she's like, cash money. Cash money. She's like, oh, Jim Finn goes, thank you for speaking with them about it. Guess what? She's about to be on the Dee Delgado reparations email list. You know what I mean? She can hit that guy up. He's good for $50 every week. I'll guarantee you that much right now.
Yep. Fuck you. He's buying them a Carnival cruise.
Exactly.
Taking a whole day in, motherfucker.
Yeah, and he's not allowed to go either.
They're gonna go sandals.
I mean, it's you gotta be freaking kidding me. Well, it turns out we find out, okay, that she actually, not the first time she's done this. This is what she put on the Strand Theater in Dorchester, okay? She goes, she left a review for them, 1 star. She goes, please do better. The staff is always so rude here. Need accessibility for handicapped. What? She's handicapped now. Why? Because she chooses not to exercise? Okay. She goes, no elevator. I see the elderly struggling to get to the bathroom. Lastly, the sound was awful. Please find the correct engineers to do the work. This always seems to happen when there is a person of color performing. What a disgrace. So you got that? So whenever a black person performs at the Strand Theater, they fuck with the elevators. And then they, like, make it...
But the famous Strand Theater.
Yeah.
Like that place has been there forever.
Oh, yeah. But I don't know if you know this. When a white person's performing at the Strand, they make sure the elevator's functioning, the ramps are good, and then when black people come there, all fucking hell breaks loose.
No, when white guys playing, tip-top shape.
Unbelievable.
If a person of color is playing, not so much.
These people should be openly mocked and ridiculed. I'm sorry. We're supposed to take this person seriously. And, you know, because white people have, like, convinced themselves, like, no, we need to listen. We need to listen to people of color. No, you don't need to listen to all people of color. You should listen to smart people of color for sure. But people of color like her, you can ignore her and laugh at her because she's a joke. Stop treating them seriously.
For all this.
Yeah, we need some diversity training, y'all. Okay.
No way we're getting banned for all. Let's go to the next subject.
Yeah, let's go to the next. And that's Trump's State of the Union. Did you watch it?
What, State of the Union?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, best State of the Union.
Battlefield 1 and smoke pot.
Yeah, let me tell you. I'll never... Usually I just skip the State of the Union or I'll have it on the background, okay? Because it's just, you know, the usual. If a Democrat's president, they talk about all the things they did and they please the Democrats, okay? And usually there's some bipartisan shit that they all agree on and they all stand and clap and blah, 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 okay? Well, it's different with Trump, okay? Because no matter... It was the best State of the Union I've ever seen in my life. It was amazing. Like,
he... Now, the one clip I saw was the dig at the kneelers in the NFL.
Yes, of course. It wasn't even a dig. He goes, it was about a kid. It was about a 12-year-old kid that puts flowers on the gravestones of veterans. And he goes, that kid embodies the American spirit. He goes, because in this country, we put our hearts, hand over our hearts for the Pledge of Allegiance, and we stand for the national anthem. Like, what the hell's wrong with that? Like, is there a single...
Nothing at all.
Is there a single person in Congress that does not stand for the national anthem? No. Every single one of them stands for it. So what the hell...
Let me ask you something.
What?
Let's go to grade school.
Grade
school.
Yeah, what about it?
Where'd you go?
Oh, I went in Worcester. Tatnick Magnet.
Yeah, all right. Now, every morning, what did you do?
You put your hand over the heart and you said the pledge.
Said the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah.
Right? Now, so that and all this other fucking bullshit that we can't do anymore, and you can't say Merry Christmas, you can't fucking, what's the other one? Can you say Happy Birthday anymore?
I don't know. That's coming next.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, it's going to offend. Not if it's in Black History Month. Okay? No, I think that's off of the list.
We can't be kind to anyone in fucking 3 months.
So, like, let me tell you about the brilliance of the, and that's one thing I learned from this is that, like, the Democrats, and I voted Democrat many times. I voted for Obama in 2008. Okay, I'll admit it. I voted for Democrats many times in my life. The Democrats have lost their freaking minds. They've lost their minds. There's no other way around it. Okay, they established themselves that night as the party that, like, they don't like America. Like, that was very clear. Okay, and for instance, what I loved about this State of the Union is it brought out the real America. The real America isn't some, but like all I hear from Democrats all the time is like, but transgender people are being killed. Like, we need to help transgender people. Like, that's the big issue. Like, this random segment of the population is the big concern for America right now. Okay? Meanwhile, Trump brings out 4 Latino parents whose children were killed by illegal immigrants. They stand up and cry. Okay? Then he brings in this guy, this black welder from Ohio, okay, who's doing well for himself because of, like, new trade agreements or something, okay? Then he brings out this North Korean guy who escaped the regime, okay, with no legs, mind you, on crutches through China, and the dude raises the roof with the friggin' crutches. It was the most amazing thing I've ever fucking seen, okay? Then he brings in this cop who found a junk box who was pregnant, and he agreed to adopt her child, okay? And they stand up and do it. Then he brings out the parents of Otto Warmbier, whose kid was killed by the North Korean government, and they're crying their eyes out, and I wanted to cry my eyes out watching this too. It was so freaking real and emotional, okay? And then finally, when he mentions, like, the black unemployment rate going down, he's like, it's the best unemployment rate for African Americans in history. And they go over to Black Pockets, they're all sitting down. Because these fucking assholes right here, these frauds, these hucksters, all right, they don't want black people to do well. That's exactly what you started. They're like, black people are doing well in America? Fuck that shit. Fuck that noise. They don't want black people to do well because if they're doing poorly, then they can keep promising them free shit. Okay?
And keep making millions
yes,
doing it.
It's a gigantic freaking scam, and they were exposed. They were fucking exposed. And I don't care how much you don't like Trump, whatever, okay? But you should like America, and you should want black people to do well, okay? And if you can't stand for that, then you're a piece of shit.
I want everyone to do well.
Yeah, me too. Who doesn't? Okay?
But you know what I'm saying, though? But that's the difference there. The people that want to do that, oh, well, whites hate blacks and blah, 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 blah. It's like, well, when I come across you, like say I leave the house right now and I go to the store and I come across someone in the middle of the street and in this fucking town they don't do the sidewalk, so you have to walk in the road.
Yeah.
So you're not on ice and shit. And you run into people. I mean, there's some junkies, there's some hookers, fucking this and that. And but you walk past each other, it's like, hey. And I fucking walk past you, and I walk past the next one. It's like, hey. And I walk past you. I don't give a fuck what color you are, what you like to suck, lick, fuck, any of that. What religion you like, I don't give a shit. If you're okay with me, I'm okay with you.
Well, here's the thing, Brett.
Yeah, but that's not enough for everyone.
Yeah, well, here's the thing with the State of the Union too. I mean, who's going to disagree with any of this shit? Right? I mean, it's all good. The economy's going well. Even if you don't give Trump credit for that, you should still be happy that the economy is doing well. Okay? But they're not. Okay? And there was actually like a USA chant at the end when the guy put the crutches up. It was fucking awesome. Okay? So then now it's the Democrats' turn. Everybody gets a rebuttal. And a few years ago, Marco Rubio made news because during his rebuttal, he wouldn't stop drinking water. Okay? It became his new thing. Before the hands became his new thing, okay? Well, now it's Ginger Joe Kennedy's turn, okay? There's this freaky-looking Kennedy who represents this gerrymandered district, okay, that includes Fall River, okay, and Newton somehow are in the same district. And so he's like, I'm going to go and do my rebuttal from Fall River, okay? If you're going to pick one place in America that is symptomatic of all the ills and everything that is wrong with America, you should pick Fall River, okay? Like, I don't even, like, let's just talk about, like, this. This is Fall River. Fall River, gutter, Muppet.
Fail River.
Like,
that's what we call it.
Google,
Fail River.
Go on our site and search for Fall River. And just look at some of the headlines. The 700-pound cheese hog, the Fug Bunny, the Trap Queens, okay, the Baby Mama fights, okay, Wigtacular guy calling police retarded on their own Facebook page.
It's a turtle mine.
It's just like a turtle mine. Fall River is a freaking gold mine of debauchery. And he goes there and acts like it's some sort of model for success for America. If we just build America around the model that is Fall River, we will do great. And you know what?
And what happens to you when you go to Fall River to make this dramatic speech?
Well, he gets rabies. That's what happens to him. He gets freaking rabies.
What happened?
He got rabies. Look at him. Look at his face. What the hell's going on there? He got freaking rabies. He was in Fall River for 5 minutes and he got rabies. What the hell? How the hell did that happen? It was so bad, and it was just. I'm sorry for a Democrat. It was a tough night for the Democrats, man. Tough night. Yeah, I mean, it was just not a good look. Not a good look. So, yeah. Yeah. Somebody says, was the Gypsy Church Fall River? No, the Gypsy Church was in Uxbridge. That was in Uxbridge, Massachusetts.
I know.
Okay.
Different animal, man.
All right, so let's move on to. let's move on to the Attleboro Scissorsaurus, who said she was going to come on tonight, but she chickened out like a chump. Okay? All right, so basically, they find... Oh, that's the wrong page. They find this chick, right?
My friend Jessica likes her.
What? Yeah.
My friend Jessica liked her.
Oh, did she really? I'll tell you who else likes her. Desky. All right. So this chick, right, gets caught red-handed breaking into someone's home. They find her in the basement, rummaging through shit. Okay? Real winner right there. And real winner. All right? And so, obviously, she's a piece of work. You look at her, you're like, yeah, she's got all the makings of a real fucking winner. So, this happens in Mansfield, though. She goes, no matter where I go, no matter what, I'll always be in Attleboro, which has Attleboro is like a little slice of Fall River. It's not that bad, but it's got elements of it. All right? And she's the element. And
all right. I'll let you go on that. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So she goes on there and she's like, the woman who's the victim comes on here and she's like, this woman is trying to rent an apartment in Mansfield. Okay? She's like, this is the woman I woke up to in my house. Okay? And she didn't show up for her arraignment in court, mind you. Okay? But she's still openly posting that she's looking for an apartment to rent, right? With her lover, okay? She's dating a new... She's a Scissorsaurus, okay? So she goes both ways, so you can have this Grundle muff, okay? Look at that.
Oh my God.
Hot.
Some kind of dress.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there they go. Oh, yeah. Coming soon to a neighborhood near you. All right? In Attleboro or Mansfield, whatever. So she moves from one, boy-looking girl to another, okay? And blah, blah, blah. And basically, she's also selling engagement rings, okay, on Facebook while breaking into people's homes. She had a bunch of Suboxone on her, okay? So we all know what that means.
She was caught in someone's house, and when she got caught, she was like, oh, I was looking for my cat.
That's what she said. I was looking for my cat. I was looking
for my cat.
Yeah, okay. And she's got, like, blah, blah. And I love this picture. She took a picture at her cover photo at the Attleboro YMCA. She wore a freaking two-piece down there, all right? And she's standing on top of a sink wearing Crocs, mind you, freaking Crocs, okay? Taking a bathroom selfie on top of the sink. And there appears to be a small child in the background watching this happen, okay? Coming to a neighborhood near you soon. So we write about her, and she gets all pissed. And she comes on our page, right, on the Facebook page. I love it when they show up. She finds this page. A lot of turtle riders can't find this page.
I talked to her.
What was that?
I don't think I talked to her. I think I missed this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she showed up, and it was great. So she shows up here.
I didn't talk to her, right?
No, you didn't. You missed out. She goes, you've only heard one side of the story. In that engagement ring, okay, my fiance's finger, it cuts or it gets hurt, okay, blah, blah, blah. Nobody wants to hear your lies, okay. And she goes, later on, she goes, I go, why didn't you show up for court? And she goes, I did the following day. Okay, so she wants credit because she went to court the next day, okay? Because dates don't matter. You can just show up whenever you want.
They didn't want to see me.
But Brett, she got a really good excuse though. Oh crap, it's a fupa cam. Okay, she got a really good reason though for missing court. Okay, she goes, because the time I got bailed out, I had a 3-hour time difference to go to court. So she's in a different time zone. Mansfield is Eastern Standard Time Zone. All right, Attleboro is Pacific Time Zone. So she's in a 3-hour time zone difference now. All right, and she woke up and took a nap, and she woke up mad late. Oops, but I went to the following day. So she took a nap. So it's a perfectly valid excuse. She got jet lag. Turtle secretary says she got jet lag. So yeah, like
you can't beat that armed robbery thing. Took a nap.
Unbelievable. So here's the
next day, and they're like, "Oh, you were sleepy? All right, case dismissed."
Case dismissed. It was nap time, Judge. Oh, sorry about that. And she goes,
"Oh, you didn't." I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, and she goes, nobody knows my side. She goes, I was in there looking for my cat. She goes, okay, and she goes, I was tackled by the guys in there, and they kidnapped me. She goes, they kidnapped me, and they brought me in there, and they beat me up. It's like, oh my God, this is perfect Turtleboy material. So you know she's going to message us, right? And she does. And Desk Girl's been really freaking bored lately, okay? So when she gets a message like this, obviously it's going to be fun. So she goes, she's messaging Desky. She's like, are you looking to have a blog removed? Yes, I am. Okay. The police had warned the lady multiple times, the victim, mind you, to stop harassing me. I have not filed a harassment suit yet, but I will now. But I need that to be removed. I have proof of the engagement. Blah, blah. So she's filing a harassment suit against the victim for posting about the crime she was a victim of on Facebook. Okay? And warning other people not to rent to this nut job. She goes, I was looking for my cat. I was not in her house. I was going through her backyard. I was just in her backyard looking for one of my cats. I have 5 of them, of course. Okay? And one of her sons attacked me. They brought me in their basement like a friggin' Saw and helped me there for 15 minutes. I was in shock the entire time. I assumed I was there because they had a bunch of illegal pot plants. They're threatening to beat me up and told me if I told the cops, they would kill me. Okay? And so it's like, wow. And so Desky's like, wow, that's a much different story than what the police said. Okay? Why didn't you show up if you're innocent?
Oh, sorry you went through this. Heart, 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 heart. Smiley emoji.
So then she goes on. They warned me not to harass her. They said they're going to kill me, blah, blah, blah. Desky's obviously liking it. Next thing you know, Desky's hitting on this girl. So she goes, I got a form that you could fill out. Okay? She goes, did you dip in the lady pond? Okay, you're really cute. So, like, obviously, Desky, she's trying to be professional, and she just can't help it. Once she finds out this chick scissors, game over.
Yeah.
Game over, okay? So Desky jumps in there. She's like, I've been with a girl before, okay? Do you like redheads? Sorry if I'm out of line, okay? And she's like, I'm not comfortable with the photographs. I really don't want to be seen. She goes, oh, I'm sorry. I'm just a desk girl who was harassing you, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. She goes, yes, I do like redheads. Okay, so now it's on. Now we got some flirting going on. Okay, and then she starts. You know how Desky rolls. She's always talking about like the gyno and her cysts. Like anyone wants to hear this thing.
Well, yeah, and the polyps and
yeah. They calm your poon. All right.
Lesbian goes down on Desk Girl. It's gonna be like hitting bumper strips. It'll be like.
She goes, you're so sweet. I'm from Worcester. Okay, I used to live there. Okay, I got the form ready. Can you email me? So she sends it a form. Okay, I love the form. And when they fill out the form, it's the best. And then the chick asks for pics of Desk Girl. Send me pics. Oh, good. Now it's over. And she goes, you're so chill.
Nudes. Send nudes. So,
of course, Desk Girl starts catfishing her. Desk Girl wished she looked like this ginger. She goes, I'm a bad ginger. And this chick's she's getting wet. And she's like, oh, wow. Wow. She goes, I know I'm ugly. She goes, no, that's not true. Like, she's into it. She's like, yeah, but I gained 40 pounds with then. Okay. She goes, I bet you're beautiful. And then she sends this picture. And she's still like, you know what? I would. She goes, you're pretty. So she's just telling her whatever she wants to hear. What was that?
That looks like Justin Wedgeworth like.
We'll get to him later. She goes, all right. She goes, so she fills out the form, and she does this whole thing. She says she'll come on Turtleboy Live. She chickens out, okay? The Scissorsaurus, I hope you're listening out there, because you chickened out, all right? You didn't have it in you. He goes, blah, blah, blah. And then she fills out the whole form, and she fills it out wrong. She goes, what's the name of the blog you're featured in? She goes, Turtleboy Sports Forever. No, honey, that's the Facebook page you showed up on to defend your honor. Okay? She goes, what's the nickname you were given? Andrea. No, honey, you're the Attleboro Scissorsaurus. So she can't even fill out the form right. Okay? And she goes, I went to the Mansfield Police. Now, keep in mind
here we go.
She didn't show up for court. She probably got warrants out for her arrest, okay? And she showed
up at the Attleboro Police.
Yeah. She says she called this lawyer named Harry Cooper, who we find out is from frickin' Pennsylvania, okay? She wants the blog removed, okay? Blah, blah. She rates the blog with a sad face crying emoji, Okay, she says she's satisfied with the customer service, and she goes, would you consider dipping in Desk Girl's Lady Pond? She said, I would. But you know she's just leading her on because she's like, you know, whatever, I'll tell this fat chick whatever she wants to get it taken down, okay? And they start calling each other sexy, and then next thing you know, okay, she goes, sorry it took so long, okay? The boss came through after I let one rip. I was hiding under my desk. And she tells her, she goes, I was flicking the bean to you. Okay? And the girl's like loving it. It's like...
Flicking the bean.
Yeah, flicking the bean to you. It's one of the best Desk Girl episodes ever. Okay? One of the best ever. If you haven't read that conversation, go back and read it. It was just phenomenal. All right. So, let's hit on real quick, Brett, the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl tomorrow. What's your prediction?
No. What? Whose prediction?
And by the way, don't go anywhere because we got a special Turtleboy freestyle rap coming up to end the show. So, Brett, what's your prediction for the Super Bowl tomorrow? You said I wasn't going to like what you had to say.
Well, no. So tomorrow I'm going to wake up. I'm going to have a bagel with some Philly cream cheese. And my main fucking food tomorrow is Philly cheesesteak.
How the hell can you root for the Eagles?
I want Philly to win.
Why?
But then gonna. Because I hate you motherfuckers.
But
man.
you like the
I
fucking...
really do.
The
Eagles?
Eagles?
And I'm sorry, and I never comment on the blogs about football or nothing. I hate you motherfuckers, man.
But you like
and
the
number
Eagles?
Number one, you're so good because you win a lot. I'll admit I hate you because you're good.
Okay, did you like Jordan in the 90s? Did you like Jordan in the Bulls?
No, I've never liked basketball.
Okay, all right, so I guess tough example there then, okay? All right, so like I don't understand why people hate us because like people like Jordan growing up. I liked Jordan. We all wanted to be Jordan. Why isn't Tom Brady treated like Michael Jordan was? Like, what the hell did Tom Brady ever do wrong? What was that?
Bill Belichick.
Oh, yeah, and Phil...
Browns. Even when he was coach of the Browns, he was accused of stuff. I'm not saying he did it. There wasn't fines, this, that, all that, whatever. But there's just suspect shit.
But
you know what I mean?
You do agree...
I hate you guys because you beat me. That's why. Not conspiracies, not cheating, not tuck
Brett's
rules.
a Raiders fan, by the way.
You constantly beat me, so I hate you.
You're still butthurt about the freaking tuck rule, right?
Fuck.
You're still mad about the tuck rule 15 years later. Just admit it.
No, that wasn't you. That was the refs.
That was the rules.
That wasn't you.
The rules.
I already knew it was fumble.
People hate us.
It wasn't.
Right.
It was a rule.
Yeah.
I don't hate you for the tuck rule. No, not even a little.
Right. So like.
I hate you because you guys are fucking good. You keep finding ways to fucking win.
So what's...
That's why I fucking hate you.
All right. Here's what's going to happen. Tomorrow, we're finally going to get the blowout we deserve. I thought last year was going to be the blowout we deserved. Obviously, it didn't work out that way.
I want to be on the halftime live show.
Yes, we're going to have a halftime live show. Okay.
If I can be on the halftime live show.
All right, we'll have to Skype you in. All right, look it. Last year, obviously, the live show at halftime was very angry because we were down 21-3.
32-17 New England.
32.
And I think it'll be close first half. And then in the second half, like you fucking cocksuckers always do, you'll just creep away and make the other team embarrassed that they showed up.
Okay. Last year...
And fucking good luck, but I'm eating Philly cheesesteaks. Yeah. Eagles fan for a day. Fuck all you.
Right. You know why? You know why the Giants Super Bowl was close and the freaking Falcons Super Bowl was close and the Seahawks and the Rams. You know why those were close? Because those teams had real quarterbacks. Okay, that could keep them in games. We're going against Nick freaking Foles, who looks like a freaking D-level freaking porn star. All right, and he sucks.
What do you think of the defense, though?
The defense, schmefense. They're not as good as the Seattle defense. I'll tell you that much. And we beat them.
No, not even Seattle.
And Seattle had a real quarterback. Okay, give me a freaking break. You know what we're gonna do to this asshole? Okay, we're finally gonna get the blowout we deserve tomorrow. My prediction: 31-10, or maybe 13. I haven't decided yet. Okay, probably 31-10. That's my prediction right now. We're finally gonna get it. We're gonna get a heartache-free day. Okay, etc. All right, so let's
So I'm going to do at halftime tomorrow. All the riders are going to see us together at halftime.
That's correct. We're going to Skype it. All right, so time for a little freestyle before we do a little Ask Turtleboy to end the show. Okay, so here we go. This is why it's hot. Here we go. whack-ass dude named Shelly Berman, superintendent who looks like a vermin, said the hockey coach didn't give him no meals. Poor little Dale got a case of the feels, denied the existence of a 6-page letter. Should have showed Dale to shut up and get better. That's some little man syndrome I'm sensing. Said he played a sport, but it was really just fencing. Andover teacher Matt cause Hillary lost. Comes into school like a salad got tossed. His personal opinions are too inflamed. Telling Trump kids that he's ashamed. Why? Cause they don't agree with his worldview. Bitch, your students are ashamed of you. Florida Ratchet tried to go viral. This dude eats up oxens by the mile. You lied about abuse and that shit was awful. That's why the interview calls Methwaffle. Call the FBI and even Donald Trump. They don't like you either, you grimy slug pump. Acting a fool and his ass got arrested. Bitch, I've seen your girlfriend. You better get tested. Crusty cheese hog, looking for attention. Always trying to create more racial tension. Starting some bullshit at the Milton Library. Ends up getting saved by her white god fairy. She don't like the random act of kindness. I looked at her once and now I got blindness. State of the Union was off the damn hook. Nancy Pelosi's ass got mad shook. Then Joe Kennedy went to Fall River, touched a dirty needle, and AIDS got delivered. Attleboro, Scissorsaurus on the prowl, but when Desky hits the G-spot, she will howl. Her lady parts look like a moldy tortilla, probably because her latest girlfriend has gonorrhea. Says she's looking for her cat? Bitch, please. You were looking for a way to feed your disease. Her lies are whack, and no one believes her. Desky don't want your crusty vag neither. All right, Turtle Riders. That was it for the rap. Okay, we're going to end the little show. Hope you liked it there. God, I missed the freestyle. God, I missed it. I'm seeing lots of 100 emojis. Okay.
Man, thanks so much for having me on. Fucking love you, fucking asshole.
Before we go anywhere,
I'll
let's...
see you at halftime, motherfucker.
I loved having you people on here. Before we end, why don't we give Turtle Riders a chance to ask any questions you got? Any questions you got? Obviously, the audience is a little smaller now, but we're not going anywhere. So let me know if you guys got any questions. All right. What's new in Worcester these days? In Worcester, same old shit. It's a shithole run by assholes now. Okay. Now that Mike Gaffney turned out to be a fraud and handed the city over to a bunch of assholes. Okay. It's fucked. That's how Worcester is. Worcester's fucked. Moldy tortilla. It probably does look a lot like a moldy tortilla. That was the best way we could describe that. What do you do on weekends outside of the turtle? I went to a kid's birthday party today.
Hang out with your family, you fucking sad motherfucker.
Yeah, I was hanging out at a little birthday. I went up to Fitchburg for a fucking, talk about a dump. I went to Fitchburg for a birthday party. Okay, that's a great way to ruin a birthday, is having Fitchburg. Have you had any, somebody says, have you had any response from Facebook? No, because no one works at Facebook. We've sent them demand letters from our lawyers. Basically, they're calling our bluff. They're like, fucking sue us. You know how much it costs to sue Facebook? Like fucking $500,000. Okay? That's what it costs. Obviously, we don't have $500,000. So we got a couple other ways we're getting around this that we can't get into too much. But here's a sneak preview. One way we're going to do this. Okay? Justin Wedgeworth is getting sued. And I'm not kidding either. Kevin Lynch is getting sued. We figured out that, like, we can just sue any of these assholes. Like, and it's really cheap to just sue any of them. Okay? We're going to sue about 20 or 25 people. Anyone who is stupid enough to post on Facebook.
I'm sick of getting bullied. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like anybody who is dumb enough to post on Facebook that, like, we reported Turtleboy maliciously, like Justin Wedgeworth did today and threw up in Fall River. That's a fucking confession. That's what that is. That is a malicious interfering with a business. Okay? And guess what? Your ass can get sued for that. Okay? So we're going to bring all these assholes to court. And they're going to have to pay for lawyers. There's no other way around it. If they don't pay for a lawyer and they don't show up for court, then we get a judgment in our favor. Okay? Now, I don't know if Justin Wedgeworth had any fucking money. Okay? But he might have some fucking assets and he collects from the fucking government. So that's ending. Okay? Kevin Lynch is getting his ass sued because we're not fucking around anymore. We can't. Facebook is a big entity that we're going to have to fucking figure out a plan for. Justin Wedgeworth isn't. We just fucking sue his ass. Okay? And I'm not fucking kidding either. Monday, we're calling our lawyer And we're suing about 20 or 25 people we're putting on this list. And all of Dee Dee's friends there, okay, from around the country who were stupid enough to go on Facebook and post, look what we did. Let's report this guy, blah, blah, blah. Okay, look what I reported him for. I reported him for pornography. Some of these motherfuckers live in Florida, in California. Well, guess what? They're getting sued in Worcester. Okay, they're getting sued in Worcester. So now their asses are going to have to fucking fly to Massachusetts and hire a Worcester-based attorney, okay, to defend themselves against Turtleboy, and they're going to freaking lose, too. That's the best part about this. Because guess what, Brett? All this reporting shit that they do, this is all fun and games for them. It's all cute. It's all fun. Once your ass starts getting sued, and then you got to pay for a lawyer $5,000 for a fucking retainer, okay, that shit's not cute anymore. And that's how the word's going to get out. That's how the message is going to get sent to these assholes, okay? If you fuck with our business, we will fuck with you. Do not fuck with us, okay? That's how the message is going to get sent out there, okay? And it will get sent.
You would think that they'd learned by now about the whole token thing.
I cannot fucking wait. Like, Kevin Lynch has no assets, nothing, okay? But it's going to be fun bringing his ass to court, okay? It's going to be really, really, really fucking fun. So strap up, bitches, because we're about to take you for a ride on the turtle, okay? Yeah. So that was a great question. This, I think Pat.
Put your big boy pants on, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Hey, let's rock. Let's go. Not deformation. This is a malicious interference with a business. This is what this is, okay? A malicious interference with a business. So bring that shit on, motherfuckers, because we can dance. We can do court too.
Not a lot of people will get that reference, but we'll go Oma.
Go Oma. Oma coming, son. Oh, a hunting we will go. A hunting we will go. So usually we're on the other side of court. It's going to be fun to be on the good side for once. Okay, usually we're on the other side of court. Okay, but now we're on the fun side, so it's going to be interesting. So that's what we're doing with that. Any other questions?
I'm going to show up one of them with just my hair out, Slayer shirt, fucking grinning.
Yeah.
My brother will be like, and you can't be here. I'm like, no, I really can.
Yeah. All right. So this has been, if anybody has any last questions, we'll call it a night. But let me tell you, people, I couldn't be happier to be back. Okay? I could not be happier to be back. We're going to get new guests every fucking week. It's going to be awesome. Turtleboy's back. They can shut down as many pages as they want. I don't give a shit. We'll just keep starting new pages and keep doing Facebook Live on all of them. I really could give two shits less. Okay? Because the Turtle Riders are ride or die.
This would really be fun with you guys.
Yes.
Honestly, like all the bullshit, and I love shitting on people and stuff. But this would only be fun with you guys. So thanks for giving a fuck.
Keep telling people. We're going to post this in the blog tomorrow. Go fucking Patriots. And we'll see all you bitches. Okay, halftime tomorrow. Hopefully it's a good speech.
You, bitches. Go Philly.
Yeah. Fuck off.